Welcome back to Rare Coin Numix. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started with today's video. In 1993, a simple coin made its way into the hands of Americans across the country. It was a $0.25, a piece of currency that many would quickly slip into their pockets without a second thought. Yet, little did they know that one specific version of this coin would go on to become a rare treasure, fetching up to $89,000 at auction. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1993 USA $0.25, a coin that's far more than just change. Let's step back in time. The year is 1993, a period marked by historical events that shaped the world. The United States was witnessing the final years of the Cold War era, with political shifts influencing the global landscape. At home, President Bill Clinton was freshly elected, promising change and a new direction for the country. Meanwhile, the American economy was on a steady path of recovery. People were focused on their daily lives, but few paid attention to the coins that slipped through their fingers, unaware of how they might one day become a collector's dream. The design of the $0.25 in 1993 was part of a larger tradition in U.S. coinage, a tradition that stretches back to the very founding of the nation. The quarter itself has undergone numerous design changes since its debut in 1796, reflecting various stages of American history, culture, and artistry. By the early 1990s, however, the quarter had settled into a relatively stable design, with an eagle on the reverse side and George Washington's likeness gracing the obverse. The classic design had been in place for decades, but changes were on the horizon. In 1993, the U.S. Mint was preparing for the next big chapter in its coinage history, the state quarter program. This was a monumental shift that would redefine the design of the quarter and bring attention to the country's diverse states. But before that, the year saw the last of the regular series $0.25 coins, including the one that would end up becoming a rare gem, the 1993 quarter. But what makes the 1993 $0.25 so special? To understand its rarity and worth, we need to dig deeper into the minting process and some of the key factors that affect its collectability. The U.S. Mint, responsible for producing all of the country's coins, works meticulously to ensure that each one meets specific standards of quality. Normally, the Mint strikes coins in large batches, and because most people view them simply as currency, the vast majority of coins end up in circulation. However, not all coins are created equal. The 1993 $0.25, while part of the standard issue for that year, was subject to a unique series of events that made it rare. First and foremost, there was a small percentage of 1993 quarters that were mistruck or featured minor errors during the minting process. These errors, whether they were caused by issues with the dies, the machinery, or the planchets, the metal discs that are stamped to create coins, resulted in variations that would later be highly sought after by collectors. As with all coins, condition plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. Coins that are well preserved, those without significant wear and tear, are far more valuable than those that have been circulated extensively. The 1993 quarter, like many other coins, was produced in millions, but only a fraction of them managed to stay in pristine condition. For a coin to achieve the coveted mint state grade, it must appear as though it was just freshly struck, without any visible signs of handling or aging. Now, let's talk about errors. Error coins have a mystique all their own in the world of numismatics. They are rare, unique, and often seen as a symbol of imperfection that ironically adds value. Some of the most common errors include double strikes, off-center strikes, and die cracks. The 1993 $0.25 contains one of the most fascinating errors, a double die obverse, which occurs when the die used to strike the coin does not properly align. This causes certain features, like the lettering or date, to appear twice or with a slight shift. Such an error is rare enough to catch the attention of collectors, especially when it occurs on a coin that is still relatively young in terms of its age. When you think about it, most people are familiar with coins like the 1993 quarter but never really stop to consider how much they might be worth. It's not until you see an auction listing or a collector's catalog that the true value of these coins becomes apparent. The 1993 $0.25, especially those with errors, have steadily increased in value over the years. As time has passed and the number of well-preserved examples has dwindled, collectors have begun to realize that these seemingly ordinary coins can be extraordinary finds. A quarter from 1993 might not seem particularly special at first glance. But when you begin to understand the history behind it and the conditions under which it was minted, you start to appreciate its rarity. Coins that were once considered just pocket change are now treasures. Whether they've been kept in pristine condition or accidentally marked with an error, they have transcended their original purpose as currency. One of the biggest factors that have fueled the value of the 1993 quarter is the growing popularity of coin collecting and the public's increasing awareness of the potential treasures hiding in their spare change. Auctions for rare coins have drawn attention to the incredible prices that certain coins can command. In fact, some of the most valuable 1993 quarter dollars have sold for thousands of dollars, and a few have even surpassed the $50,000 mark. But what's truly astounding is that the most well-preserved and error-free examples have fetched amounts that leave even the most seasoned collectors in a WE.AS of today. The current record price for a 1993 quarter dollar is an astounding $89,000. That's right, $89,000 for a coin that originally circulated as part of regular American currency. This is a mind-blowing figure when you consider how many of these coins were minted, how many have been lost or damaged over the years, and how few remain in perfect condition with errors that make them all the more valuable. Why such a high value for one single coin? It's all about the rarity, the condition, and the story behind it. Coins that have survived in exceptional quality, especially those with an error that makes them unique, become more than just pieces of currency. They become artifacts of history, symbols of the past that reflect the artistry, craftsmanship, and sometimes even the imperfections of the time. As the world of coin collecting grows, so does the demand for these rare and valuable pieces. If you're fortunate enough to come across a 1993 quarter dollar, take a moment to examine it carefully. While it may look like any other coin in your pocket, there's a chance it could hold the key to an incredible windfall. Even if you're not a coin collector, it's worth keeping an eye out for these rare pieces. And if you're fortunate enough to find one with a double die or another error, you might just be holding onto a small piece of American history, one that could fetch a price most people only dream of. In the world of numismatics, where rare coins and errors can sometimes fetch extraordinary sums, the 1993 quarter dollar has proven to be a true gem. From a humble piece of pocket change to a collector's treasure worth $89,000, this coin has come a long way, reminding us that sometimes the most valuable things are the ones we least expect. And while most quarters end up in circulation, a lucky few have found their place in history, making their owners richer than they could have ever imagined. So, the next time you reach into your pocket and pull out a quarter, take a moment to think twice. Is it just a coin, or could it be the next rare treasure that will change your life forever? In 2013, the U.S. Mint released a quarter dollar that would become more than just another coin in circulation. It was a coin that would quietly slip through millions of hands, unnoticed by most, but for a few savvy collectors, it would become a valuable treasure. The 2013 quarter dollar, part of the America the Beautiful series, is a coin that encapsulates both the beauty of America's history and the artistry of coinage design. But beyond that, it also holds a secret. That secret is its potential value, a value that could reach an astounding $57,000 for the right collector. To understand how a simple quarter can command such a price, we need to dive deeper into the history of the coin, its design, the minting process, and how it became such a sought-after rarity. The year 2013 marked a significant period in the U.S. Mint's history. It was the 5th year of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that celebrated the nation's national parks, historic landmarks, and significant sites across the United States. By 2013, Americans had already seen quarters featuring iconic places such as the Grand Canyon, Gettysburg, and the Great Smoky Mountains. The purpose of the series was to honor these national treasures, drawing attention to the beauty and diversity of America's natural and cultural landscapes. The coin for 2013 featured the design of the White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire. This national park, known for its rugged beauty, deep forests, and towering peaks, was selected as the subject for the year's quarter because it represents the majesty and natural splendor of the northeastern United States. The coin features a depiction of the Old Man of the Mountain, a famous rock formation that had once been the state symbol before it collapsed in 2003. The image shows a climber standing on the edge of the mountain, gazing at the iconic formation, capturing the spirit of adventure and awe that visitors experience when they explore the White Mountains. The coin's design was part of the U.S. Mint's broader effort to create coins that not only served as currency but also as symbols of the country's heritage and beauty. The reverse side of the 2013 quarter, which depicts the Old Man of the Mountain and a hiker standing triumphantly before it, was created by the artist Chris Costello. His design reflects both the history of New Hampshire's iconic rock formation and the state's appreciation for its natural landscapes. The obverse of the coin, which features the traditional image of George Washington, has remained unchanged for decades, but it was the reverse that caught the eye of coin collectors and historians alike. It's easy to dismiss the 2013 quarter as just another in a long series of American coins, but in reality, it's much more than that. As with any collectible, what gives the coin its value is not just the design or the historical significance, but the rarity of specific variations that can occur during the minting process. The 2013 quarter, like other coins from the America the Beautiful series, was struck by the U.S. Mint in millions. Most of these coins were sent out into circulation, where they were spent in stores and eventually disappeared into the economy. However, only a fraction of the 2013 quarters were struck in perfect condition, and even fewer featured error variations that would elevate their value. Coins with errors, whether caused by issues with the die or the minting process, can become incredibly valuable because they represent anomalies, mistakes that make them unique and collectible. The 2013 quarter is no different. Some collectors have been able to find rare examples of this coin with striking errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or even missing features. These types of coins are known as error coins, and they can be worth much more than their face value. The minting process itself is a highly controlled and detailed operation, but errors can occur for a number of reasons. A coin is created when a blank planchet, a disc of metal, is struck by a die that imprints the design onto the coin. If something goes wrong during this process, whether it's a misalignment of the dies, a malfunction in the machine, or even contamination on the die, it can lead to an error coin. Sometimes, these mistakes are small and barely noticeable to the untrained eye. Other times, they are glaringly obvious and make the coin stand out in a way that captivates collectors. The 2013 quarter dollar is particularly interesting because of the types of errors that have been found in some examples. For instance, off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned on the coin, can create an entirely different look from the intended image. A slight shift in the die can cause the image to appear uneven, or it can leave part of the design off the coin entirely. In some cases, these coins can appear so unusual that they become highly prized by collectors looking for rare and unique pieces. Even more sought after are coins with significant die cracks or double dies, where the design has been struck multiple times, creating a blurry or duplicated effect. To add to the appeal of the 2013 quarter, it was produced in several different types of finishes. The U.S. Mint struck the coin in both circulation quality versions, which are intended for general use, and special proof versions, which are made for collectors and typically have a higher quality finish. The proof coins are polished and struck multiple times to ensure that the design is crisp and clear, with a mirror-like background. These coins are often kept in pristine condition by collectors and can be more valuable than their circulating counterparts. What really makes the 2013 quarter stand out among the thousands of coins minted that year, however, is its potential value in today's market. Most quarters in circulation today are worth no more than 25 cents. But for those who know where to look, the 2013 quarter can fetch much higher prices. In fact, a perfectly preserved 2013 quarter with a rare error can sell for thousands of dollars. The most valuable of these coins have fetched astonishing prices at auction, and the highest recorded sale for a 2013 quarter has reached an incredible $57,000. The $57,000 value isn't just a random number. It's the result of a combination of factors. First, the rarity of the coin itself is key. Error coins are inherently rare because they don't occur in large numbers, and only a few collectors are lucky enough to find them. Second, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that have been kept in mint condition, free of scratches, dings, or discoloration, are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. Finally, there's the appeal of the America the Beautiful series as a whole. As part of a limited edition series that honors America's greatest landmarks, coins from this series have become highly collectible, and the 2013 quarter has become a focal point for collectors looking to complete their collections. As coin collectors know, the value of a coin can fluctuate depending on demand, availability, and market trends. The 2013 quarter has become a prime example of how the world of numismatics works, where even the most unassuming pieces of currency can rise in value as their rarity becomes more recognized. For those who are fortunate enough to find a rare 2013 quarter, whether it's an error coin or a perfectly preserved specimen, the potential for a significant return on investment is undeniable. If you happen to come across a 2013 quarter in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look. While most of them are worth just 25 cents, you never know if you've stumbled upon one of the rare, high-value versions. Whether it's a subtle error or a pristine proof coin, the 2013 quarter dollar could be worth far more than you ever expected. In the world of coin collecting, where patience, knowledge, and a bit of luck can pay off, the 2013 quarter is a perfect example of how a small piece of history can become a big-ticket item. So, the next time you reach for a quarter, take a moment to inspect it. What may seem like just a simple coin could very well be worth thousands of dollars. It might just be a 2013 quarter with a rare error, or it could be the perfect addition to a growing collection. Either way, you're holding a small piece of American history, one that could lead to a life-changing discovery. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us bring you more exciting and informative content like this. Stay tuned for more, and remember, keep an eye on your change. You never know what treasure you might find. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.